Hi, I'm Jules and you're watching Catalyst Plus TV, the place to be to make more possible. This week's episode is for Tradie Tuesday and it's out there for all of you tradespeople. We have a lot of tradies that come in to see us and they have this magic book and it's got everything in it that they've ever done over the last couple of weeks. And from this book, they go through and they write down everything that they've done, what parts they used, and how many hours they spent on particular jobs. Now, what happens? In a week's time, they can't remember what they did a couple of days ago because they've been really busy. I know myself, I can hardly remember what I finished doing last week. So I've got a challenge for you guys and girls. I want you to start invoicing before you leave the work site. Okay, I get it. Sometimes you think that it's a little bit too hard to figure out the pricing of things, but I can guarantee that you're actually losing money because you're not invoicing before you leave your work site. Even if you miss a little bit here and there in terms of pricing, what I find is a lot of our tradespeople, when they don't invoice before they leave their work site, are about 20 to 30% less profitable than those tradespeople that do invoice before they leave their work site. Why is that? Because it's fresher in their mind, it only takes them 5 minutes to do it, and it's done and dusted and they know exactly what is coming up. So how do you do this magic thing called invoicing before you leave the work site? It is much easier if you have a product or tool that you can do the invoicing from your phone or a tablet. These systems tend to be something either specific to your industry or a simple accounting package that is based online that will let you put in the standard costs of all the things that you use. So say for instance that you're an electrician. You know that for every downlight that you install, there might be 2 meters of wiring, a switch, and I don't know, a power plug. I'm an accountant, I don't know the details, but you would know that for every downlight, you need those 3 pieces of equipment plus the downlight. So, you could actually do it as a package deal. So for every installation of a downlight, it should take you 15 minutes plus the materials, and that say is $100. And then all you have to do is come into a room and go, okay, we've installed 4 downlights in this particular room. So that is $400 for that piece of work. It might not be 100% accurate, but it will be more efficient for you. And then as you've got staff and they can help as well, they would put in how many kits that they've installed, so a downlight kit in this instance, and then how much time and labor that they've spent. And then you invoice it to the customer, request payment before you leave using one of your electronic payment gateways such as Square, which we talked about a few weeks ago. And then there you have it, you've got the money in the bank. Conversely, if you've got the book, you write everything in, you fill it all out, and then you've got to get home and you've got to feel like you want to do your invoicing. Now, how many of you get to Friday afternoon and can't be bothered? You just need some downtime and you want some time with your friends and family. Then what happens? Monday comes around, you race off, you go off and do work, and then suddenly 2 weeks has gone and you have no money in your bank, but you've paid for all these materials. So then you get out your trusty little book and you start putting the invoices in. The problem with that is not only is it harder for you to get the money from your customers because they're not willing to pay straight up, but secondly, what happens if you haven't written everything down in your book? Or worse, your book gets coffee or water or ruined or is stolen or is lost. This will not help you put money in the bank. So if these ideas sound too radical for you or you're not sure where to get started, definitely get in touch with us at www.catalystplus.com.au and book online for a meeting, and we'll help you to get more streamlined so that you can make more possible. So there you go. I hope that was of help to you in this week's Tradie Tuesday. But in the meantime, have a great week, and we'll see you in next week's episode of Catalyst Plus TV.